So you mean to tell me I can't go to a Foot Locker or an Indigo because there's 7 people there in the store, but I can go to a school where there's more risk of cross-contamination, and that's kosher? Okay, Mike from Life Chats here. I'm posting this on the Life Chats channel because, first of all, I think it's something that needs to be addressed, and second of all, I think there's we have a set audience here with Life Chats, and we do have the episode with Christina that's coming in a week, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know, whenever it's updated, whenever it's uploaded, I'm not sure. But I really feel that this needs to get addressed because I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the news with the Ontario government, and they're just, I'm gonna rein it in, because the minute I fly off the handle, I lose all credibility. So I have just finished talking with a lot of teachers, both permanent teachers, occasional teachers, teachers that are doing LTOs, which are just long-term supply jobs, and what is going on? This is not just a logistical nightmare. I think this is a risk of potential health hazards for many people, not just students, but also staff members and other people that are going to be in contact with these individuals. How did Stephen Lecce get in an office? Like, did we not see his press conference a few weeks ago? And did you not notice that he basically had he was like a deer in headlights when he was come across with questions? And I have to say, when I watched that, I was a little scared, because at a point in the press conference, so I'm a little scared, because at a point in the press conference, he said that all boards have had reserves for iPads and technology. Then a reporter, who I believe was from the Globe and Mail, said, actually, there are 4 boards that don't have reserves. And Lecce goes, well, I guess I gotta do my research on that. What do you get paid for? Okay, and here's the thing. You see my hair? You see how my hair is all messy? It's not because I just rolled out of bed. It's because I just spent a few hours literally doing this, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Because I'm a really smart guy. Okay, I am. All right? But I'm also talking to teachers that are even smarter than me, and they can't wrap their head around this. And I just want to say, okay, there has been a lot. There's been a lot this past few months, okay, with the pandemic and everything. All right? Chadwick Boseman died. Black Panther died. This year has been totally horrific, okay? But I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, the teachers don't want to go back in the classroom. They've had the land of luxury for the last few months working from home. Teachers like what they do, most of them, and they do want to get back in the classroom. But the teachers are pretty much saying this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work because you have many people, like even I'm talking elementary right now, there's so many risks with cross-contamination, and you can have all the PPE you want, you can, but don't tell me for a second that there's no likelihood that a breakout is going to happen. No, that's not going to happen at all, because now they're saying, oh, well, you have to be socially distanced, you can't touch everything, you can't touch what other people's touched. Have you not been in a classroom? Have you not seen how kids operate in a classroom environment? It's a cesspool of germs. One kid gets a cold, half the class gets it. Now, you throw COVID into the mix, and it's going to be just bonkers. All right, and I'm just seeing the provincial government keep pointing fingers at teachers the entire time, going, no, we're losing our cool with you. You guys are trying to not work. You guys are making our job harder. Well, when you first were elected in 2018, you were saying how teachers were great, how they were the backbone or the fabric of our province, and then you try to screw with them with strikes, and then you thank them for the job that they've been doing during the pandemic from March to June, and then you go ahead and you do this. I don't think this is going to work. I don't. I really don't. There's too many hurdles. Logistics of this is just ridiculous. Too many moving pieces. All right. And then people are saying, well, the parents, they're going to have to say if their kids are healthy and not show any symptoms. They have to sign like a waiver or something. Or I've heard a passport in the Toronto board. I was just shopping the other day, and this mom had 2 kids. She didn't have a lot in her cart. And one of her kids had his mask in his mouth. The other had her mask on the floor, and she put it back on. And this was while the parent was watching them. Think about that. That was one parent. One. And now you want hundreds and thousands of kids to be clumped together. I would love nothing more to have a sit-down chat with Leche. And I'm not going to throw insults at him. I just want to know what the thought process is here. And don't throw things like, oh, it's just like the common flu. I don't want to sit down with him and have this chat because he has never worked in a school, all right? And every time he talks, every time he tweets, the impression that I get is I can throw the brightest lamp at him. Now, it still won't make him any brighter. How this guy became the minister... Oh, screwed my lighting there now. How this guy became the minister of education is beyond me. But I'm talking to other people that are much smarter than me, and this is like tenant levels of confusion, okay? And I don't understand why that the province was forcing this. And not only that, boards have had to delay because they were so ill prepared because of the provincial government in getting schools back in a safe place. And so then, okay, so what happens now with classes like music? Phys ed, they were telling in phys ed, you can have phys ed classes, but you can't be close to one another. You can't be touching the same things. So what are we going to do then for 10 months? Mime? We're going to do mime in gym for 10 months? This is a mistake. And I'm really trying to be as calm, cool, and collected, because sometimes I do fly off the handle. I mean, if you watch the channel, you'll know. Because Kevin says I have a short fuse. And maybe I should not have worn a sweater, but I'm sweating. I'm sweating this. And I'm not just sweating this for myself. I'm sweating this for everybody else and everyone that people are going to get in contact with. Look, we've been hearing this second wave. How much more deadly is this second wave going to be once this happens? Okay, and people like to throw like, well, sports are gonna, NBA and NHL, they got no cases. Well, that's because they're in a bubble. All right, we're not in a bubble. We're out in the real world. And Ontario already, cases are going up and up and up and up and up. And you cannot look at that and then look at what the boards want or are telling their staff to do and go, yeah, we're fine. We're good. It's all good. No. And I would love some, in the comments, please tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm not thinking about something, or if I'm overlooking something here, because I am trying really hard to figure out, okay, is this what's best for everybody? Now, again, back to the whole, teachers want to get out of work and teachers don't want to do stuff. The teachers want to go back to work. They do. They really do want to get back into the classroom, especially after the last 6 months. They do. But you have to do it in a way that helps this, that has the students learn at their highest capacity possible. And this, I don't think this will. And it's just, it's a lot. And I don't know how the government was thinking, what they were thinking, if they're thinking. It's really, a lot of people are worried, and I think they have every right to be. But you don't want to put many people at risk, All right, if you want to put your trust in the parents to do what's best, I just gave you an example. And it's one of those things where you want to do what's best for the kid. You do. But I don't, it's just such a logistical nightmare. And especially with the younger kids, they're not going to be able to grasp this. Or maybe grasp this right away. Who knows? Maybe this happens, this works. Or maybe they do grasp, the whole scheduling, the logistical stuff. And we end up having to close. Because it's inevitable. You feel it. And you feel the boards, when the board representatives are talking, I don't think they believe in this either. And another thing is supply staff, supply EAs, supply teachers. They're going to be going from school to school to school in some boards. Not all boards, because they're blocked for like a week or whatever. But they will be going from school to school to school to school. So what happens if they go to school A, then go to school B, but then someone in school A was tested positive and they were in the vicinity of where that student was? Now school B is compromised, right? Am I missing something here? Am I losing my senses? Because that now puts school B at a disadvantage. So here's the thing then. What if there's a positive case? This chair is really noisy. I would love nothing more to sit down with Lecce, and well, I mean, let's face it, he says he's met with boards and members, and people are like, no, we didn't have that meeting, we're trying to reach you, and we're not hearing back. And you want to know why I want to meet with Lecce? Because I'm a voter. I'm involved in this. And this is not me trying to get out of work, all right? Believe me. I want to get back dressed up and ready to go. But you can't tell me with a straight face that, Lecce, I'm talking to you now, that you were prepared, that you were completely informed, and you were talking and discussing at length with boards and union members, because based on your press conference, you don't have a clue. You looked like a deer in headlights when they put questions towards you. And now I know there's this thing about, sick kids and how they had they conducted this test a few months ago. All I can say to that is, without, having this video go too long, follow the money. Where did that come from? How are sick kids, the Children's Hospital, and the provincial government linked? You follow the money, you'll understand why that was sent out when it was. So yeah, sorry guys, I'm sorry to hit you with this. I mean, we do have that episode with Christina in the pipeline. A lot of fun, love chatting with her. But this, I felt, took precedence, and Kevin is probably doesn't know that I'm going to do this. I'm sorry that my hair's messed up, but I was literally pulling at it because I couldn't, not that I couldn't wrap my head around the whole situation, but the fact that how is this going to go off without a hitch? It won't. And we're going to probably see schools being shut down again. And look, I want to be challenged. And don't throw insults at me. Oh, your glasses are ugly. Oh, why are you wearing a cardigan? Now's the time to really, really start evaluating some decisions. All right? One board alone, 80% of elementary kids are going back. That's a lot of students. 20% working remotely. It is my hope that this doesn't go off that this goes off without any problems. But I don't know. I really do. And I want this to be shared because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I am. I am open to that. I'm open to maybe me and other people, other teachers and myself overlooking something. I welcome that. But don't throw insults at me or go, oh, the teachers just want to. No, the teachers, and I can't stress this enough, the teachers want to get back in a classroom, but they don't want to put the health risks to the students and themselves and family members that they're either caring for, because let's face it, teachers have parents that are ill, or family members that are ill and, are more susceptible to catching illnesses and diseases. And I don't think the provincial government thought that thoroughly. I really don't. And I'm trying my best to stay calm. Really. But I really had to get this out here because I'm a little nervous. No, I'm not a little nervous. I'm a lot nervous. And I know this is a long video, and it's usually the normal life chat episode, but there was just a lot to dissect here. And leave your comments below, share this, because I want to get in a room with Leche, no reporters, no staff people muttering in his ear. I want him just because, hey, look, we're the voters, we're the people working. I want to know, okay, what made you come to this decision? Why were you not really that prepared? Why were you not that informed? And why are you always pointing the teachers for stuff that you've caused? Incompetence to this degree is futile. There is a lot of things that I think they overlooked, and you can have all the PPE in the world, but the negligence and the incompetence of this administration has to be put on blast. Let me know your comments down below. Share this. You, me, Steven, in a room trying to figure this out, and so I can then, because we know that you're not going to go off and talk to everybody, so I can then go and tell people that I know what the thought process here and what is the recourse. And why you always have to point the blame at teachers and making them the enemy. I really want to know. I'm good from here. Comment below. You don't even have to subscribe. I just want to get this message out there because I am sick and tired of the wrong people getting blamed. Am I hot? Yeah, I'm hot because I'm tired of the wrong people taking shots, especially when the people that are taking the shots and getting the brunt of it want the best course of action and the smartest decisions being made. Does this get us there? Not sure. The boards are doing their best. This is not their fault. And again, Leche, let's have a conversation. You're Italian, I'm Italian. Why not? All right, guys. Hopefully we have another episode next week or the coming week. We do have one already on Zoom. Kevin and I talked about some stuff. And be safe out there. All right? Take proper precautions. This pandemic isn't over yet.